High five.
It's good to be alive. It's good to be alive. This feeling's running high. Life is calling and the world is beautiful. Na, 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 na. Na, 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 na,
So our resident professional showed up. He's going to show us what to do. So what's the first thing we hooked up? What's this thing?
This is the outer shroud. Now we're going to hook up the inner shroud right by your feet. If we have these side stays on, then it's probably not going to like go crazy side to side, but it'll get real heavy going forward. So now that we've got this two side stays and the back stay, somebody's just holding that firmly.
Here we go.
Holy cow. Okay, it's up.
Awesome.
Is it up?
So we got the mast up and it worked great. We bought everything we needed from West Marine and now we're headed to go put the sails up and sail it.
Hopefully sail it.
No, we're gonna sail it.
I hope it turns.
It's gonna turn.
That tiller is really hard to... Like, I'm used to sailboat. The sailboats I've been on, you turn the tiller and the boat just pivots perfectly. And this thing, you turn the tiller like, maybe I slightly want to turn. So I'm a little concerned that it's not gonna turn properly.
It's gonna turn properly.
Whatever. Alright, let's bring the halyard down.
How'd you get so good at this? Natural?
Listen to what they did.
Doug, what are we doing?
Well, if you look up there, you'll see the most beautiful sight in the world.
For a sailor, yes.
We're motoring out the middle, then we're gonna raise our sails, and then sail. Waves just to work. Here come some waves, Jason.
Hold down, hold down.
Woohoo! You having fun with all those waves, Joe?
Yeah.
Campers on course. Side you're at it, that would been awesome.
Okay, I think we're ready. So we need to pull on the port and the starboard. Joe, you stay on the helm. Keep
my video for in case he falls in the water. No?
So, this is where we want to get the winch. Ow. Why does it vibrate down there?
I don't know. Sounds like a whale. Is there a whale in this lake?
Okay, so when we get to the shore, we're closer to the shore. We got to tack. We are going to let the sheet out, the jib sheet out, and it'll just flap while we turn through the wind, and then we'll pull it tight on the other side, and we'll let the boom out on the other side.
It's weird how like these tiny movements he has to make are like really making a big difference.
Doing good, buddy. Doing really good.
Hey, you know what? If we go for a swim, we go for a swim. I won't be upset about it. I don't know about your dad, but I won't be. What is that?
I kind of feel like it's the motor moving underwater.
It's barely even in the water now. Look at it.
I think it's the keel. Getting ready to fall off. All right. Glad you don't have a drone for our first sail.
Rub it in, buddy. We've got our sails up, man.
Go to port. Go straight. Let the swim ladder down. You're dragging the swim ladder.
No, you were dragging it.
When we first brought the boat home, I was a little overwhelmed at all the work that we had to do. And then after we took it on the water for the first time and it didn't steer and the motor cut out, I was a little worried we weren't going to get the boat sailing in time for us to use it for the summer. And it was like one of the first of many times that I thought, oh, I should probably sell it.
I just give up on my dreams.
Well, I was thinking about getting another boat, a better boat.
This one's easier. It has a go button.
Well, one that already sailed.
Everything's already hooked up.
Right. When the mast was hooked up, Bill came over and helped us set up the mast and attach all our standing rigging and helped us figure out what a boom vang was and where the main sheets were and how all the pulley systems and ropes worked. And then I was hoping he could show us how to sail it once we got on the water, but he had other obligations, and so he had to leave right after we set it up. So we were taking the boat on the water for the first time, sailing by ourselves. It was a bit intimidating.
You had a sailing lesson though, right?
I think I'd had one sailing lesson by that time.
That's enough, right? We did okay.
We did. We survived. I think we did well. I think we didn't get to take as many people out because I had reached my limit by that third trip out.
It's definitely a learning experience because when we sailed with Bill, it was kind of like, okay, this is how it works, but I wasn't really doing anything. And this time it was me and Jason, and he was just telling me what to do, and I would do it and then figure out why I was doing it. So it was definitely a very good sailing experience. A lot of fun too, especially with Joe steering and like tipping the boat. And
when we were sailing, we heard this humming sound, and we had no idea where it was coming from, and it made me really nervous. I honestly thought that my keel was going to fall off, because I'd read tons of articles about how you have to check out that cable because it could rust, and then if it falls off or it breaks, then your keel goes to the bottom of the lake. And so I was thinking that that humming was the keel getting ready to fall off. We found out later from Bill that it actually was a really good sound. It means you're going at a good speed, and the cable is vibrating from the speed that you're going. So later on we learned to love that sound.
for me, it was great because we'll be on 2 separate boats when we're in the Bahamas. So I need to start learning how to actually use a boat. So it's nice having our own boat to take out and learn and make mistakes on. A lot of mistakes.
Yeah, and a smaller boat makes it a little easier a little more forgiving. I don't want to make those mistakes on a 40-foot boat. Because we've beached it a few times. We've grounded it accidentally.
But this was overall a really good first experience, I think.
Oh yeah, it was great.
Learning how to exit the marina was nice. Because I was like, why don't you just sail out? But it makes sense, because we ran aground trying to just go out because there's certain areas that are dug out. So it was definitely a lot of mistakes that we learned from, and things that we will be able to think about when we're in the Bahamas and doing this, and with our house, because our boat will be our house then.
Yeah.
Bigger mistakes at
And
that
plus,
point.
I want my family to think I know what I'm doing.
And I'm okay with them seeing me learn. But I do want them to think, I'm the captain or something. I know what I'm doing.
Well, you want them to feel safe that if something happens, that you've got it covered and under control.